we're going to dive into another one here on Random, working our way up that win streak here. Before we jump into this run proper-like, which is going to be Hellhorn primary, Umbra secondary, so Hornbreaker Prince plus Morsels. That's a bit of a challenge. And I'm pretty excited for this run. This one looks like it'll be a little bit challenging. Hornbreaker Prince always struggles to be relevant on his own. His base stats really aren't that high without some kind of assistance. Let's look at the artifact first. Ooh. 1 morsel per turn, or get a helpful 1-pip unit in addition to the champ. Gotta say, Umbra really does like doing less units with more scaling, and morsels are a pretty nice way to scale. Is this common or uncommon? Guaranteed morsels are very nice. Yeah, Conscription Notice is indeed an easy ride through the early game, so if you're worried about the first couple of circles, and this definitely could be a deck that would struggle with that. Although I think the making of a morsels will help a lot. Let's try extra morsel generation. I think that could be quite something. And we're offered either the Reaper version of the Hornbreaker Prince, which gets bonus attack power whenever they score a kill, or the Brawler variant, which has multi-strike, and increasing levels get increasing multi-strike, eventually ×5, becoming a really good unit to scale with morsels. I'm feeling the Brawler version this time. I think we can do some fun stuff. Although Reaper can also be quite a powerhouse if you can line up the kills on him. But I think, yes, Brawler should be good with the morsels, especially the additional morsels. Ooh. Cheaper units, huh? Yeah, give me cheap units. Units cost -2. I think there's a lot we can do with that. Yes, please. Or attack power is pretty nasty, especially on this ×2 attacker. Yikes. 13/2. What do you do about that? What do you do about that? These train stewards are just going to get eviscerated. Tiresome Climb could stop them. Tiresome Climb here. So those both die. Troublesome. They'll be able to live, though, at least. Rather than trying to fireball this guy 3 times, I'm just going to kill the little ones at the bottom here. Have some armor. Ah, there's Tiresome Climb. Perfect. Beep. Pyre kills this fool before he gets to do anything. This guy will get to do a little bit of damage to the Pyre, but it's no biggie. No biggie. So Train Steward will prevent 6 pyre damage. That's worth it. Should have played that torch down here. I don't think it'll matter, though. Don't think it'll matter. Morsel miners have been really good. Yeah. +6, +6. Okay, not bad. Definitely shows that our champ could be relevant with the multi-strike. I think Ritual of Battle could really, really help, as we can apply Rage to our champ, although we're going to want to invest in some other units too. Molting Imp is quite nice. 0 cost summon to deal 5 to all. The infusion makes it 15 to all, which is rather special. But it's hard to say no to just 10 rage. Definitely hard to say no to just 10 rage. Let's take that. More capacity, always welcome. Or Entumber Assault can make more morsels, also very powerful. Since we're going to have such cheap units, let's grab the Space Prism. Kind of a must-have for Umbra is the ability to make your floor a little bit bigger. Steelworker. Can apply armor every turn. Crucible Collector. Can apply or can gain lifesteal when fed. This can be a sort of nice boss fighting monster. Or Branded Warrior is ideally put on a floor with a whole bunch of other units. If you can get a kill, you add rage to all the other units. Kind of tricky to make work well. Although this could be a good pairing for, again, the champ here. Perils of Production, definitely a card you can use to do all sorts of fun shenanigans with. Ember Drain stacking is a fun strategy on Umbra. Trying to figure out if Steelworker is a reasonable grab here. Need some upfront immediate damage to pair with the scaling the Hornbreaker Prince is going to try to get. Why do they all cost 0? Because of Forever Flame. All units get -2 to their cost. I like the defense the Steelworker provides. Although if you're not putting a lot of units on the same floor, it's not particularly worth it. Could use Tiresome Climb to overstack our floors, although that makes feeding morsels pretty untenable. And yeah, I think trying to activate Slay effects will be pretty difficult to do overall. Crucible Collector on a separate floor is okay, I suppose. I'll grab the Crucible Collector, I think. And I think it's probably a good idea to go Merchant of Steel. Yeah, especially with the Hellvent coming up. Glad we have extra money. Quick! Rage 7 into Damage Shield with the options. Quick is pretty spicy. Let's see, paired with what? Quick Alloyed Construct. Now that's interesting. You summon a morsel unit on this floor, create a copy. That's pretty powerful. Especially with Crucible Collector, right? Normally, Alloyed Construct costs 2, so being able to get it here for 0 is pretty cool. Sandross, thanks for 7 months of support. Kind of like Hornbreaker Prince, but better. Hornbreaker Prince will eventually have more multi-strike. But this has the upfront attack power, which we really appreciate. Quick. Alloyed Construct definitely not bad with guaranteed 1 morsel per turn. And we could duplicate and self-infuse. Oh, that's really good. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's good. So do we give it Rage 7 for more immediate attack power? Probably. Yeah, reroll's not going to be worth it. Okay, yeah, let's... I guess let's do Rage 7. Damage Shield 3 is also reasonable. To prevent it from dying to things. It won't have that much health prior to being fed. But I think we want the damage. I'll put the damage shield on the Crucible Collector. It'll be a sort of secondary unit for us. Ooh, good question, Grumpy Johnny. My guess would be that only the front one gets to eat. But I'm actually not 100% on that. So, the construct must be fed fuel in order to attack. Problem is, we can't put the Crucible Collector in front of the Hornbreaker Prince without failing to scale the Hornbreaker Prince. I guess that's still fine. We'll do it this way. No. Also no. Exactly. Have some stats. Torch here actually means that the construct will kill both of these. We don't need to use Tiresome Climb. Although we can. Pew. Sweeper. Have some survivability. You can have this. GG. Bonk. The construct strikes again. But yeah, we're definitely taking another Rage 10 card. I'm also okay with another Morsel Miner generating card. They're definitely the best of the morsels at the moment. Grab one more of these. And now we go here. The idea is we duplicate the Alloyed Construct, which has the infusion Multi-Strike 1, but also adds Inert and Gorge gain 1 fuel. And what that means in practice is, since the Alloyed Construct is already inert, when you infuse it into itself, you give it 1 more Multi-Strike and double the fuel generation for no penalty. It's very, very good, self-infused. So let us do that. Create a second copy, and then sacrifice 1 into the other. for a third bonk. We're also going to definitely make Ritual of Battle way cheaper. Yeah, almost like infusing an imp into an imp. Almost. And then Hef the Blacksmith huddles near the forge, giving us either automatic rail spikes, 10x damage if you kill something with this, add a permanent copy of this card to your discard pile, or Spike Driver Colony. Add a permanent copy of this card to your discard pile when it dies. Interesting. I'm down to take the rail spikes on this run, I think. Spikes actually seem pretty good. We'll want to upgrade them with spell upgrades before we start duplicating them. Let's do it. Intrinsic's not it. Okay. So yeah, we'll ignore that spell for now, probably until ring 6 or something. So the idea behind both the rail spikes and the spike driver is that they're self-duplicating cards to be taken, upgraded, and then duplicated, because the upgrades that you apply to them will persist onto anything that is to any additional copies that are created, with no shard cost, even if the upgrades had a shard cost. So that's kind of the secret to making those really work. For the spike driver colonies, you want to infuse them with something and then start creating copies. For the other ones, you just want to get an upgrade of some kind in there. Good. Wow, that's a lot of damage. So, let's just go... Try this. Construct ends up dead down here. So it looks like we probably want to put the construct on the top floor. This is damage Talos, okay. Supposed to use a morsel. For that, oh well. Rebel morsel saves the day. Death, you die. How much damage is this? 22, 29, 39. Oof. But I can snipe one of you. Still dying. Alright, that's enough to keep you alive. Have a damage shield. Talos with this many shards is actually pretty challenging. Pretty tough. Dazed Talos here, so she can't attack me next turn. Seems vaguely helpful. A lot of damage, though. Here, have a steward, buddy. Wonderful. Have 5 fuel. Good. So we use this to do 40 damage. It won't duplicate. Just do 40. Seems good. Don't want to duplicate those before we upgrade them, as aforementioned. Where'd all the wax go? But why is all the wax gone? Easy peasy. No problemo. Bonk. I think more capacity would definitely be a potentially substantial improvement here. Holy moly, these rares. Furnace Tap adds extra multi-strike to something. Reinforce doubles armor, or Retch to return eaten units to my hand. Retch is quite powerful if we take capacity up, which I think I will. Let's grab a Retch here. Even the Shroud knows little restraint, sometimes consuming morsels when, as far as I can tell, no hunger remains. This compulsion can lead to involuntary expulsion. And we're again offered Morsel Master. There's also Demon Fiend here, which can add big stats. Or just be big stats. That's an interesting infusion for the Crucible Collector, right? 30 plus 30? That's a big Crucible Collector then, which would be very powerful as a secondary unit. And if I'm already taking capacity, I kind of dig that. Another Alloyed Construct is interesting, although I don't think Alloyed Construct into the Crucible Collector would be much good. Morsel Master would be, though. Double morsels, double lifesteal. But I think it needs higher base stats to function in the first place. So let's take the Demon Fiend here. We'll have to tolerate its normal presence for one combat. That's fine. And we're going to take +1 capacity on each floor, so that we can fit more morsels into one spot. Let's see. Merchant of Steel is a thing we could go to. Yeah, we'll eventually go to another one. Right now, our top priority is upgrading these rail spikes, actually. So probably Merchant of Magic here. Merchant of Magic Divine Temple. We'll figure out what we're doing with the rail spikes. And then we can go to the Merchant of Steel after that, perhaps. That would get me remove 2 artifact and another Umbra banner unit, although I don't think we can use the banner unit much. Could have also just gone Merchant of Steel right away, but for an artifact to remove 2, I don't know. 5% chance to slap enemies when they enter the train's not too bad. 3 magic power is also decent-ish. Makes the rail spike a bit stronger. Makes the torches a bit stronger, but is pretty insignificant overall. I'll take the mallet. It's still useful even in the Seraph fight. We're going to go all the way down the Brawler line for our champ, I think. I think that's true. Although we've got other things we're feeding morsels to now. There's still a good recipient for Rage. Will magic power increase armor and rage? No. Only damage and healing. And once again, Crucible Warden or Alloyed Construct. Could have had double self-infused Alloyed Construct. How cute. No need, though. It's time for the stewards to leave this deck. Yeah. Got no room to play them. And I will take 15 shards to get another artifact here. Maybe not the smartest move, but it's what I'll do. More max health on the champ's actually worse than Hammered Chestplate, giving all of our units 5 health. But what about Cheater's Hand? Draw 1 more card each turn, but then return 1 card back to the top of the draw pile. Can definitely let us have a lot more utility in our run. Kind of like 1 more draw, but not quite. Not quite. 5 health would help keeping morsels alive, definitely. Honestly, our units have such low health in some cases that just 5 health on our units themselves would be pretty good. But, it is what it is. Okay, that's probably better. So we feed these all to the Alloyed Construct, go ham immediately? I think we do. Have some damage. And then you skip the Ember Drain. 51 by 3 ought to be enough to kill the front guy at least here. But what about the others? So 4 energy this turn. We play Ritual of Battle, Demon Fiend, Torch Shadesplitter. Demon Fiend's a big boy. That alone is enough, actually. That's pretty promising. Demon Fiend can go on the bottom? Sure. Have fun. We don't need him to stay alive. Although it would be nice. You know what? You can have the rage. Knock yourself out. Bonked by the hammer. Got him. Here, you can go behind the Crucible Collector, I suppose. That seems fine. 9 fuel. Okay, Train Steward will chank for you then. Pizza. You are dying because it's 15 by 2. Fair enough, I suppose. Yeah, you're dead no matter what. Yeah, you get lifesteal then. Taste my fury. Taste the pain. You need enough health to survive at least one hit from the boss so that you get your health back with lifesteal. So let's give you some survivability here. Rendo. Oh, that's not enough health. But maybe with the steward it can be enough health. Yeah, now we're doing 120 damage to the boss. That's a bit better. The fact that these enemies in the back have spell shield is really nasty. Ooh, have one more lifesteal. Good damage. .276. So you only get one round of hits in. You can somehow tank. This would work perfectly. So you strike this, you strike a morsel, you strike the back. That should be enough if I just play this morsel here to tank a hit. Yeah, then we get 2 rounds of attacks on the boss and we win. GG. The power of quick. Ooh, Inferno is a hard spell to turn down. Although if you're doing a multi-floor setup, it gets a lot worse. Inferno lets you do 100 damage to everything on a floor, friendly or enemy. March of Shields is kind of nice, so we can reposition which unit is getting fed morsels. I'll go Inferno here. Another way to get more capacity is interesting. Gem Trove makes a whole bunch of morsels, where Cave-In descends all units, friendly and enemy, on the same floor. Could use Cave-In to overstack a floor, but then it's hard to feed morsels to things. Crucible extension seems quite reasonable. But if we want to actually make more morsels, Gem Trove is where it's at. I've already got some very expensive spells, though. How can I reasonably afford Gem Trove? I don't think I can. Take Crucible Extension here. Alright, Merchant of Magic / Divine Temple. I want to see some super-powered rail spikes. What do you got? Magic Power Piercing, excellent. Value Stone's probably better on Inferno here. $10 Magic Power. Honestly, that's nearly good enough. 20 Magic Power Piercing Rail Spikes. Could add Holdover if we really want to make lots of copies very quickly, although I don't know why I would want a self-duplicating holdover card. That seems out of control. Totally out of control. Oh, sketches. Start of battle, summon 4 random units from your deck onto the middle floor. Doesn't work too well with morsels. Holdover on Tiresome Climb. We could make holdover 0-cost Tiresome Climb. Notes Carissa. I think that's actually a very good idea. Then we could ascend a unit every turn. With enemy units, I daze bosses, although notably this isn't good in the relentless phase of a boss fight. It could shut down Last Divinity really nicely up top, though. I think I'll do it. Overfeeding morsels, we could overstack our own floor. There's a lot of uses for it, I agree. Let's do that. Big. We have a lot of pact shards now. Well, I'm hopeful that won't be an issue for us. With all the things we picked up. Holdover Wretch is also kind of a thing. Let's just go double Emberstone on Inferno, I suppose. So many good upgrades to get. We'll have the rail spikes. I don't need these torches. Next floor is Merchant of Steel? Or do I go Unstable Vortex so that I can Unstable Vortex again? Probably better. Which would mean Merchant of Magic next floor. Okay, I'll save some of this money. Oh boy, 120 shards, Crystal Cloak. Seems bad. Very much could end up dead here. Get bonked. So you want Inferno to be usable on the bottom floor here, or what? This is tricky. Very tricky. Yeah, resin removal is just the easy solve for Crystal Cloak. I don't see how we have enough toughness to actually survive. Maybe if I'm able to generate enough morsels to stall. But we can't use lifesteal to protect ourselves from the Crystal Cloak. That is the core problem here. Because you can't lifesteal when it's stealthed. That's spooky. If only we had the damage shield version, we'd be much better shape here. I think we have to put the Crucible Collector before Kevin. I think we put the Crucible Collector on the bottom, but it's going to be a bit iffy. Not bottom, the middle here. Said I think this is the setup we do. Hornbreaker has to go in front here. Or behind. Kind of spooky. Guess we want to stack all the health ups on the Crucible Collector so that it can burn as many turns of stealth as possible. But yeah, I'm not 100% certain here what the right move is going to be. Let's do this. Torch you. Rail Spike you. Creating a copy of Rail Spikes. Oh, that unit had sweep. Oops. Sweep is impossible to see. There's only some of these guys have sweep. It's weird. Alright, well hopefully that won't matter too much. We can use Tiresome Climb on this one. It's not too big an issue. You have Quick, so the sweep does not matter here. Waves left. Where the heck is Wretch? Oh boy. 5 energy this turn. Perfect. Let's just not spend a draw on this right now. You're gonna get the Rage, because you're gonna be the last one alive, and you might have to solo the boss. No pressure, yeah. Some more armor. Pyro Wall stops the damage from that big guy. Okay, bottom deck Wretch actually pretty good. We'll get a whole bunch of morsels, and we might be able to do some serious nonsense with that, actually. I guess let's put Inferno back on top. Ritual of Battle is good. Okay, so they do 15 damage and have 11 stealth. Do I even want to use Tiresome Climb here? I guess we can lose the Space Prism. We're not going to need that this turn. Well, actually, it could help. It could help. Alright, forget the Steward then. Do 100 damage to the boss. buff your attack by an enormous amount. Put damage shield on the Crucible Collector, I suppose. Could Tiresome climb the Crucible Collector? That's an interesting option. I don't think so. Going to be using the morsels as chump blockers. It should take 1 turn of stealth per morsel for the Crystal Cloak here, and that's why Wretch has actually just saved our life big time. In fact, we'll even get morsels back on top, so this is ideal, actually. Check this out. Handful of morsels. Rebel morsel. Rebel morsel. Morsels can't eat each other, so each one of these has to take a full round of combat to kill for the boss. In fact, yeah, just do the full 7 here. I don't even know if we want Tiresome Climb. We even get more morsels put on top of the deck. That's the damage shield one? Yeah, actually. Let's do this. -1 stealth, -1 stealth, -1 stealth. Easy. Look at that. No problem. Now we're actually able to use the lifesteal on the boss, which means that I think we have a win here. Actually, we're not quite able to use lifesteal on the boss. We need to tank 1 more hit. And then suddenly 528 damage to the boss. Better make it all of the damage to the boss. GG. No problem. The power of chump blockers. Fistful of cheese, thanks for the 17 months of support. Yeah, what a perfectly timed draw on Wretch that was. Very, very helpful. Ooh, Blazing Bolts. I don't think so, because we have the spike driver. The automatic rail spikes, rather. Those are going to be pretty good damage. Don't need another Crucible extension. Skip it. And now let's remove some more cards, and then go to this Merchant of Steel. That's right. This run is looking good here. Remove Consume. No need. I mean, we've already essentially got that in the card Crucible extension. More magic power is an option. What about you? Spell Chain. Spell Chain Wretch is not useful. If we had Morsel made, Spell Chain Wretch would be absurd, but we don't. I could Spell Chain Space Prism, maybe. I think we probably just don't take more shards. Seems like the very reasonable approach here. Gotta contend with Arcus. Permafrost on Wretch could be a thing. Then we always have Wretch at the right time. Let's do that. Get rid of a few more unwanted cards. The Vod Gremlin says hello. We added Purge on automatic rail spike. Would you keep it on Slay? I think so. Yeah, you would destroy the copy you played and then create a new copy in the discard pile. Huh. I consume the torch I upgraded. I just want a useful one-time use attack card. If I want a reusable damage card, we've got the rail spikes for that. Oh, this is the Arcus that adds a bunch of curses, huh? So we want a bottom floor setup that can deal with Absolvers, which I think is going to be Demon Fiend, Crucible Collector, plus Hornbreaker Prince with a Rage buff to kill the Absolvers in the back. Otherwise, we're going to have to deal with a lot of curses being added by this version of Arcus here. That's right, this is the one with no incant penalty. Suppose that makes sense. The construct up top or what? Top sounds good. Oh, the bonking hammer can kill him for us. How nice. Here, you need to keep having lifesteal. You need better stats. This version of Arcus really doesn't give you any enemies that do significant damage. It's all about trying to slow you down with sap, debuff, and weight of contrition, and then the boss themselves can kill you. But that won't be happening on my watch. Oh. So you don't have to put Wretch back on top. No need. So you are not killed. Let's daze you then. Oh. Guess I won't bother with Inferno quite yet. I'm playing non-morsel units. You got it. Why don't you, Wretch? Give me some morsel miners. You. More lifesteal. Torch you. And I guess we might as well Tiresome Climb Arcus, start stacking days on the boss here. This is piercing, so it ignores damage shield. Blah. Not that that mattered that much. More lifesteal for you. think we're actually mostly going to win this on the bottom floor. So just more lifesteal on Crucible Collector is really the way to do this. It's more rounds of attacking that we've bought for the Hornbreaker Prince. And yeah, you can already see we're doing 2,000 damage to Arcus Darkus Incarnate before I play the Rage 20 and Wretch cards. After I play those cards, well, let's just say this is going to work for us. Yeah. Have some morsels. Glad to see the champ still doing stuff in this deck. Yeah, as a backline support unit, support damage with the Rage. Works really well with the frontline tank of the Crucible Collector. GG. Repeat all summon effects, except I don't have any summon effects. So, no. Why Rage 7, though? Yes. I'll take a Dark Deal. And we need some more card draw. It's taking too long to get through the deck. We're only drawing... We have Cheater's Hand, but because you return one card to the top of the draw pile each turn, it's really only like drawing 5. Ooh, good question, Hunting 490. I like both coffee and tea quite a bit. I don't know what I would do if I had to choose. Improved Rail Spike. Upgrade all copies of Automatic Rail Spike with 10 more magic power and consume. So we now have 4 30 plus 10x damage piercing consume spells. That's not too bad. Yeah, -2 cost Transcend Imp that has no purpose. That's kind of sad. Just a little bit. Okay, maybe a lot. The worst 0-cost Transcend Imp they've ever seen. Alright, final upgrade on Brawler. Gets Multi-Strike 4, which is pretty good. Although the crosspath into Reaper here is pretty substantial. 10 attack power per kill. And upping the base attack power to 25. That's pretty decent. Hey, welcome back, Feely. Yeah, I know I can empathize with the pain of having your flights diverted from weather. I had a lot of that this winter. How did she catch up to us? Well, she's a Titan spawn. She could probably run faster than the train can go. And if we do bottom floor setup with Prince, let's try this, actually. Quick is interesting. 25 more health on the Crucible Collector is a big deal, actually. Better than Large Stone. Yeah, I'm actually very happy with 25 more health. Do it. Purge those useless torches. Save up cash for the Merchant of Trinkets here. This penultimate fight shouldn't be too bad. Now that we have more card draw and lots less garbage in the deck. Spell Shield, no problem. All our good spells are piercing anyway. So that's a free 400 gold. I almost never turn down the 400 gold challenge on Ring 7. You've generally got a winning strategy by this point, so you should be pretty decisively beating this fight. This is an awkward initial draw. Wait, did putting that back on top mess with the priority draw system? I might not be guaranteed to draw a Crucible Collector next turn anymore. That would be weird. I'm going to try middle floor here for the Hornbreaker Prince. Do not know if this is going to work. Okay, we did get it. In fact, it was even drawn before the alloyed construct that we put back on top. That's interesting. Neat. Yeah, so Carissa says, once a unit's been drawn, it's out of the priority system. It's curious. Very curious. Oh, there's no room here. Oh, shoot. Oh, wait. There's room here. Huzzah. Good talk. Alright, if I want to kill the Collector, I have to use the Rail Spike on it. I don't love that, but okay. You need a little bit more something. Is priority draw explained in-game? No, it is not even hinted at a little bit in-game, which is very odd for something of such importance. A curious omission. Let's call it. Okay, this seems like an issue. You are not taking enough damage. Bad things are happening. Attempting to enrage you further, but I think I need to enrage this one to deal with this Gilded Wing. That's a bit better. I'll take a much more reasonable amount of fire damage to that. I am okay with that. Tiresome Climb doesn't really improve this situation very much. Although I think it does help here. Although you'll actually get a second hit in, right? That's fine. Ooh, that didn't... Yeah, that wasn't a good idea. Forgot it was going to apply to the pyre also. Whoops. Maybe. Let's not make that mistake again. Makes the same mistake immediately. You hit spell shield. Bummer. Have some stats. We need to just die. Five by 3. That's too much attack power, as it turns out. You die now. Easy. Didn't end up stacking a whole lot of lifesteal, but I don't think it'll matter too much. Tom says the Mantra Train devs are now going live on Play Inkbound with their new turn-based roguelike. And your Tom is joining them for a co-op run. That's awesome, Tom. There's a link to Twitch chatters. Won't be able to host or raid, of course, because we're streaming concurrently, but I will give a shout-out, and I'd appreciate a shout-out, Fairly, on the Discord as well. Maybe in community announcements you can post that the Inkbound stream is there. So if you'd like to see the new game from the devs behind this game, Monster Train, there's the place. I kind of wish I could watch, actually, but I've got a stream to do, so not right now. Alas. All right, well, you're going to get dazed. You're going to gain rage. You're going to get lifesteal. Damage shield doesn't matter much. It's a bit better. Good talk. Inkbound reaction video when? Ooh, that damage. How beautiful it is. So angry. Blah. Love that Wretch just gives us a ton of morsel miners back. Feels good. Apply Rage and Armor. This is a good run for Inflame. It's doing things that are kind of relevant to the run, and it's an unmastered card that we have to get eventually. Take it. I'll take it. Feast. Trigger feeding on units with eaten abilities. Ooh, I like this, especially alongside Wretch. Feast and Wretch together is very powerful. I agree. Inflame is just miscosted. Too expensive for what it does. Too expensive. What are we going to double here? Feast doubled is interesting. Feast doubled is very interesting. Let's see what the trinkets have first. Well, Temple first. +2 attack power on Slay. Pretty whatever. Mask of Penumbra and Shade Lamp, though. More draw and more morsel generation at the same time? Yes. Yes, yes. Shade Lamp definitely makes doubling Feast look a bit better. Let's see what else we got. Enter with Lifesteal 2. Whenever you play a spell that would ascend or descend an enemy unit, also apply Daze 2. Wait a minute. Holdover Tiresome Climb, finally. The Dropcade synergy we've been waiting for. This would be Dazed 4 on Tiresome Climb. Maybe that's what we duplicate, actually. You just elevate enemies up to the pyre and call it a day. That's really nice, actually. I think that's what I'm going to duplicate. Is the days card now. Miss. 2 of those, please. And then purge, question mark, or upgrade? How about Rage 14 on Dark Deal? Okay. You convinced me. Was there Chain of Gems for... Oh yeah, it's only for 1 morsel, though. Not the other thing. And if we're dazing Divinity, we don't need a damage shield on morsels anyhow. Aww. We drew everybody turn 1. This feels like a good opportunity to go Crucible Collector, Hornbreaker Prince on the bottom, Alloyed Construct on the top. And if we can feed kills to the Hornbreaker Prince, life will be very good indeed. Although if we can't get those initial kills, life could be hard. Oh, sorry, we draw that again. It's actually kind of a big deal. And we can get more morsels by killing something. With the rail spike here. This won't be enough damage to let the prince kill, unfortunately. I'll just kill you then. Morsels. Morsels. Those are not the cards I was looking for. Hopefully you live through all that. You're so tanky. Steel goes down here. Actually, I think I'll use the Inflame. Be angrier. Just a little bit. Not a lot. Wretch Feast is here. And there's 8 units in the Eaten pile. Perfect. Oh my. Okay, we'll have to kill one of these Shade Wings. Of these. Got the tiresome climb as well. Here. Have a dazed. So yeah, dazed 4 happens. You live now. Guess we want to do Wretch and then Feast. Looks of it. Blech. Okay, use a bit more. We're going to do the feasting up top. Do the best stats. Damage shields. Morsel miner. Eat him. And then you have more lifesteal. Beautiful. Excellent. The regioning begins. Have fun with that. Okay, that's a lot of morsels, though. Hello. And stun you. A lot. Get him. Yeah, you think days 15 is a lot. Have some more. Nice, they got a third kill. Good work. Zoop. Blah. You can have a bunch of lifesteal. Why not? X. Note that we still lose lifesteal for attacking at full health. Kind of sad. Bonk. All right, well, Seraph couldn't stand up to us, but maybe, just maybe, the Divinity can. The last Divinity has different status effects on each floor and gets stronger in Relentless mode. This boss's key gimmick, presence on all 3 floors simultaneously, meaning there's no escape from their attacks. And yet, is that really a problem? Not if you do it right. Guess we'll just go Alloyed Construct in the middle floor. Definitely still seems correct to go Crucible Collector Hornbreaker Prince on the bottom. Doubly so with Ritual of Battle turn 1. Well, that may not have been the right move. Oh well. I don't think we actually need the Alloyed Construct, although it'd be better to have it than to not have it. Okay, a lot of stuff to happen this turn. Feast is here. That's actually very important. Might even do Feast Wretch. We'll see. I've got Double Morsel Miner. Making of a Morsel, Making of a Morsel, Ritual of Battle. What, Shade Splitter is the 4th card? Looks like it. So we're going to put Entumber Morsel on top then. We're going to draw this card anyway. I don't know why I'm deliberating over what I'm taking here. Seems fine. The key here is to use Feast to feed the Alloyed Construct this turn, keep them alive. Notably, didn't get any days for Last Divinity, so you have to be able to survive that. It's a little annoying. And then as long as we Rail Spike this Shadewing, the Crucible Collector gets to live. Okay, so all is well. Eat. Okay, now it attacks first. Still dying, though, which means we'll have to use, oh yeah, because you've got... If I kill you, but then this is a problem. Trouble, trouble. That's what I see. I see trouble. Now they're both dying. Cute. Good. 6 health. So 6, 6, 6 ought to do it. You take 20... Yeah, you're fine if I put 3 morsels in front. Oh, you're fine if I put 1 morsel in front. Right, because the front guy doesn't attack. Okay. If we put 1 behind them, let's put another 1 in front. Block most of the damage. Okay, that looks good. You go here. Feed this thing. Okay. There's a good turn. I was worried we weren't going to see Tiresome Climb in time. Hopefully that has occurred. Probably want to Rail Spike the Spiker in the back here. This is fine. This is not ideal, especially not you. Kill you with Torch. We can Tiresome Climb this dude, and the Pyre will kill him. But we might want to tiresome climb the last Divinity here. I'm okay if this guy just does some damage to the Pyre. We've got plenty of health, after all. Give me more morsels to work with. And even though the Divinity can't move, it's still 4 dazed. Seems pretty good. Damage shield is nice. So yeah, we'll just take some damage to the Pyre. For example, escalating this guy means a lot more damage to the Discipled Inquisitor. Some rage. Yeah, let's daze you. That means 500 damage to this thing. That's excellent. We don't need to daze the bottom floor Divinity at the moment. Let's just stun you for a second. Time. Keep the rest of this. Seems pretty good. 79. Here. One hit gets through. It's okay escalating one of these Gilded Wings, potentially. Could use a little lifesteal, actually. Down here. There we go. There's the backer bad news. About 200. Not enough to make a difference. This works, though. That guy's a slight issue. This floor is an even bigger issue. What is happening down here? Too much. Everything is getting murdered. Because this nerd gives everybody multi-strike, which is unacceptable. You must go to the next floor. That's better. And I think we need to daze you, because you're going to hit the pyre pretty hard as is. My hand is full. Some more attack power. Okay, that should clear this out pretty well. You definitely need to be further dazed. Nice. Good. Whole bunch of more morsels to feed this turn. Boost thy attack power. You died at dazed. You die outright. That's good. You getting through with daze is not good, though. You in the very back won't be enough. That's fine. Have some damage shields. Wait, they all die? Oh, because you have sweep. Shoot. They'll die. I don't want to ascend this fool either. Very well. Enjoy your murdering. Seems fine. Let's just make bottom floor Divinity unable to do anything for a while. Could have ascended morsels, but then we're losing the days. I think I'd rather just do the days. Rip those morsels. Blah. Alright, so far the waves have been dealt with quite thoroughly. Hornbreaker Prince has really been carrying this, and that's fun to say. This Hornbreaker Prince does not usually do this much work. Yet here we are. More dazed? Yeah, more dazed. You have 32 fuel. Dazed in this middle floor is also pretty good. I mean, we're going to defeat the Divinity on 2 separate floors on our own merits. Seems good. The final wave. Oh, you have a sweep. Get out of here. Want to hear where I got these horns? Do get some curses here. This is not the end, except for the part where it super duper totally is the end. And none of our enemies are going to be able to do a dang thing. Pizza. All right, Alloyed Construct. Solo the Divinity, please. Bonk. GG.